What is going on, everybody? This is your host on the air, the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Codo, aka Codo Man, and welcome to another episode of Codo Cinema, the podcast show where I talk about movies. Now, in case you're wondering why am I speaking in a very low voice, well, because I'm recording this late at night, so that's why my voice is sounding like that. And anyway, if you all remember, in my one of my previous episodes, I talked about the Ezra Miller controversy, where Ezra Miller himself got into a lot of trouble with the law, and I did an episode on that a while back, and now I got word that Ezra Miller, there's an update about Ezra Miller, particularly that Ezra Miller has come out and apologized. And in case you all are wondering what episode I did for Ezra Miller, that was episode 105, and I titled it "The Ezra Miller Controversy." So now for this episode, I'm gonna talk about basically an update for Ezra Miller. Right after this episode, after this episode, you can feel free to check out my previous episode of Ezra Miller, which is episode 105, Ezra Miller Controversy. So please feel free to check that out, as I discussed about those controversies as well. But anyway, we got word that Ezra Miller, or representative of Miller, released a statement to a Variety, one of the articles to Variety, in which Ezra Miller apologized for his past behavior, and stating that he has recently, and I quote, gone through a time of intense crisis and started to began treatment for, and I quote, complex mental health issues. So now here's one thing. Now I can see why Ezra Miller is apologizing for this, but for what Ezra Miller is going through now, like, there were several controversies that Ezra Miller has gone into. Like, two of them, like recently, just two of them were in Hawaii just this year, where he was arrested twice in Hawaii. Like, and like one of his incidents in Hawaii is where he threw a chair at a woman and literally created a 2-inch hole in that woman's head. Basically, almost like Ezra Miller almost murdered someone in that bar. And now there were definitely allegations of there were definitely grooming allegations as well. You have that, basically that, and basically like Dakota Iron Eyes. And then let us not forget the strangling incident that happened on April 6th of 2020, where Ezra Miller strangled a woman and throwing her to the ground, and his bodyguards and his bodyguards who were with him were like, dude, don't do that. Come on, man. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. And now after this whole Dakota Irons grooming incident, is now we got more controversy back in June, where where he where there were harassments, another incident where a mother and her 12-year-old child were granted a temporary harassment prevention against Ezra Miller in Massachusetts. And plus, we even get a Vermont farm incident where Ezra Miller is literally wearing like some sort of bulletproof vest or something. I don't remember, or body armor, I guess, from something I don't remember exactly. But anyway, there was even more controversy where Ezra Miller started a cult, and now the latest incident was a burglary charge that happened on August 7th of this year, where he was charged with felony burglary in Stamford, Vermont, stemming from a police report indicated was basically bottles of alcohol from a private home that Ezra Miller stole, and Ezra Miller was actually identified by the police via video surveillance footage. And now Ezra Miller is due to be arraigned in court on September 26th of this year. And now, a week later, after this burglary charge, Ezra Miller comes forth and apologizes. And I'm going to go to that quote, or no, not quote, well, obviously quote, I'm going to quote it, but from the article from Variety titled "The Flash Star Ezra Miller Seeking Treatment for Complex Mental Health Issues." So, yeah. So, so Ezra Miller says, and I quote, "I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior, and I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life." Now, you all may be thinking, is this it? Is that really it? Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's enough because, as I mentioned, Ezra Miller went through a lot this year in 2022, like starting in Hawaii. Now, yes, I am well aware of the other incidents that happened, particularly with the choking incident that happened back in 2020. But I don't think this apology is enough. It's not enough. Now I know it's saying that Ezra Miller is gonna go for treatment, but I feel like the damage has already been done because now with the Flash coming out in 2023, which is still going to be a thing, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this film. And let's not forget, even those two Hawaii incidents came out pretty close to when the Fantastic Beasts film, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, came out. And plus, for the Flash, it's a pretty big film. It's a pretty big film because you also got Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck returning as both versions of Batman. And yet, to quote this article from Variety, the series of scandals has become a snowballing public relations issues, not only for Miller but also for Warner Brothers Discovery, which has employed the actor across two of his cornerstone franchises, DC Comics films and the Harry Potter spin-off series Fantastic Beasts. As I mentioned, Fantastic Beasts, a source close to the studio says that Warner Brothers supports Miller's decision to seek professional help. Okay, so there's kind of a silver lining to that. That Miller is seeking professional help. But as I said, I feel like the damage has already been done. Now, Ezra Miller is gonna seek help, but I feel like right now the problem is for Miller. Miller's got a court case coming up in September, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this whole statement that Ezra Miller is making. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's got a different opinion about that because you look at all of those incidents that Ezra Miller has done, and it really shows that Ezra Miller has problems. Like Like, he has been arrested multiple times, and that is not a good sign. Making a cult, harassing other people, getting allegations in of like being in a relationship with a young child. I mean, that's not good. That's not even good. I mean, it's not even a good sign for the film, despite the test screenings getting a positive reception for test screenings. I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, so the Flash test screenings are getting positive vibes, but I feel like, in my opinion, like Ezra Miller has literally caused enough damage. Like, the damage has already been done. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this film. I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, who knows? Oh, and by the way, somebody else is standing right next to me. Uh, who has something to say about this whole Ezra Miller thing? It's my brother Mike Codo. Mike, do you have a few words to say about this whole Ezra Miller situation?
Well, I did hear about this apology that Ezra Miller made, and who knows? Only time will tell if they ever gonna do the Flash film. Or they're either gonna cancel it or do some extensive reshoots.
I think the film is still going, although I don't think I heard much about reshoots. I mean, I think like the film is done. I mean, but I feel like somewhere down the line there'll probably be some reshoots.
Well, there's probably, but only time will tell once the film comes to theaters in 2023.
Well, that is true, but we'll probably get more updates along the way. So anyway, I guess I'll leave it off with that. I mean, what do you all think about this Ezra Miller update or the Ezra Miller apology situation? I mean, what do you think? Anything else is gonna happen? I mean, do you think there will be more controversy coming up? Do you think there will be more updates about this whole Ezra Miller situation? Well, only time will tell. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this whole Ezra Miller situation. I mean, if you are commenting below, please, if you're commenting below, keep the comments positive. But also, if you have your opinion about this, please comment below and let me know. And let me know if I missed out on anything. I would definitely appreciate that. Um, but anyway, thank you all for tuning into Codo Cinema. I'm your host, Mark Codo, aka Codo Man, and that was my twin brother, Mike Codo, appearing briefly on this episode, giving his own thoughts on this situation. Remember to watch movies and stay positive.